You've probably heard of the Bayraktar TB2 drone. It is one of the most deadly unmanned combat aerial vehicles in the world. But what makes it so effective? The TB2 first flew in 2014 and became armed in the following year with the integration of Roketsan's MAM-C and MAM-L smart micro munitions. This medium-sized drone is 6.5 meters long, has a wingspan of 12 meters and a maximum takeoff weight of 650 kilos. Its 100 horsepower engine enables the drone to reach a maximum speed of 220 kilometers per hour and maximum altitudes of 27,000 feet. In optimal conditions with a low payload, it can stay airborne for 27 hours. The TB2 is capable of fully autonomous takeoff and landing and is able to return to base by itself if communication is lost with the ground station that the drone pilot operates it from. Seeing the Bayraktar specification on paper is one thing, but what does this mean for real-world usage of the drone? The TB2's first advantage is that it is not easy to detect, and some radars can have difficulty detecting the drone for a few reasons. Firstly, it is fairly small, so it does not have a large radar cross-section. Secondly, it is made of composite materials, therefore some radio waves emitted by a radar to detect the drone are absorbed by these materials instead of being reflected back to the radar. Thirdly, its slow cruise speed of 130 km per hour means that some air defense systems do not see the TB2 as a potential threat, as they are often designed to engage fast-moving targets such as jets. It has been reported that such air defense systems have mistakenly identified TB2s as a flock of birds and therefore failed to engage it. These factors combined have given the TB2 an edge over some surface-to-air missile systems, particularly legacy Soviet hardware, but even newer Russian systems, such as the Pantsir S-1, which have not yet been updated to deal with the new threat of small, slow and often low-flying armed drones. Another advantage the TB2 has is the munitions it uses. The Roketsan-produced MAM-L smart micro munition has been credited with destroying billions of dollars worth of military hardware in many theatres of war, from Libya to Azerbaijan. It weighs about 22 kilograms, therefore the TB2 is able to carry up to 4 of them and stay within its 150 kilogram maximum payload limit. This laser-guided bomb has a range of between 8 and 14 kilometers, which is a longer range than many short-range air defense systems. This means that the TB2 can sometimes drop its bomb and leave a combat area without ever being at risk of getting shot down. The TB2's resistance to jamming by electronic warfare systems is also very important. An Armenian general during the 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh war said that the Armenians were only able to stop the Bayraktar TB2 for 4 days using the modern Russian-made Pol-21 electronic countermeasure system. A subsequent update to the TB2 allowed the drone to continue its operations against the Armenian forces unimpeded. Not only does the TB2 have a high resistance to such jamming attempts, but the drone becomes much more effective against an enemy when it is used alongside other electronic warfare systems, such as the Aselsan Koral. This combination of an armed drone supported by sophisticated jamming systems has proven to be pivotal in all theatres of war that the TB2 and Koral have been used in. While Koral effectively blinds or deceives enemy radar, the TB2 is free to pick its target and destroy it using highly accurate bombs. Communication and coordination between TB2 systems and other military assets it is used with has also been key to its success. Turkish drone tactics arguably lead the world at the moment, and the TB2's high level of integration with other larger drones such as TAI Anka, as well as airborne early warning and control aircraft such as a Boeing E-70 P-Seagull and fighter jets such as the F-16 of the Turkish Air Force all support the TB2 in its operations. These aerial assets can send target coordinates to a TB2 and vice versa, as well as warn each other of any threats. Such coordination between multiple different systems proved to be highly effective against the Syrian Arab army, with a few Turkish drones lost for dozens of destroyed Syrian military targets. Turkish-style drone and warfare tactics are a topic for another video, however. Finally, another perhaps more unexpected advantage of a TB2 is its value for money. Each unit costs between 2 and 5 million US dollars, which is relatively cheap for such a deadly system. This is important for two reasons. Firstly, a TB2 is able to destroy targets such as the Pantsir S-1, which is worth between 3 and 5 times as much as the drone. This turns war into a war of economics. In the 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh war alone, Bayraktar TB2s destroyed more than $1.9 billion worth of Armenian military hardware for a loss of 2 drones. That is $1.9 billion of damage at a cost of $4 to $10 million. This is insane value for money and something that is redefining how nations approach war. Secondly, if your drone is only worth $2 million, then you are more likely to be willing to risk it to take out high value targets. Since the advantage in war is always with the attacker, it is easy to see how it would be worth risking a small number of drones to attempt to take out valuable enemy assets. No pilots would be lost, and so high risk, high reward tactics can sensibly be employed with little consequence. To wrap up, the Bayraktar TB2 is now a mature UCAV. To date, it has racked up more than 280,000 flight hours and destroyed billions of dollars worth of military hardware. It is combat proven, cheap and highly effective. This battlefield effectiveness is not just down to the marvels of Turkish engineering though. In order for the drone to reach its maximum capabilities, it must be supported by electronic warfare systems and used in coordination with other support assets using the latest military doctrines. Hundreds of TB2s have been produced and are actively working in a wide range of militaries around the world. Baykar Makina, the company behind the drone, are also vastly improving the TB2's 150 to 200 kilometer operational communication range by eliminating the need for a ground control station. This will be done by introducing satellite communication in a new model of a TB2 known as the TB2S. This type of continual improvement to the TB2 family will make it more capable as time passes. This UCAV won't win a war by itself, but it has proven itself to be an influential machine in the right hands.